morning. Welcome to the Word on the Street podcast. I'm Ashanti.
And I'm Kayla. And we're your hosts. Coming to you from Lehman High School.
So, this is our first podcast.
For our senior year, too.
Yeah. We're seniors.
That's crazy. The time flew by so fast.
Yeah, just the other day we were virtual with COVID.
Oh my God, yes. It's such a different, experience coming from being on the computer and then coming in person, and now we see each other every day.
Yeah, it's so
I feel
tiring.
like I got so much closer to everybody. It is tiring.
Yeah, I miss waking up and just having to go into class while laying down in my bed.
Yeah, but it's also different because now I enjoy being at home more. What you did?
Yes.
What you did at home?
I sleep.
I mean, me too.
Twin.
Nah, but for real though, what you got into this weekend?
I did some photography. I had to go do a photo shoot for a baby. It was her 6-month-old photo shoot. So we decorated, did a Minnie Mouse theme. And yeah, I spent 4 hours taking photos.
Oh my God, that sounds like so much work. Was it fun?
It was. She's really cute, really sweet. She was just falling on her head a lot. She was sitting down.
Oh, well, that's not very fun.
What did you do this weekend?
Nothing much. I really just stayed in the house. I was chilling, doing my work, applying to college, doing scholarship applications. Y'all should really get on that.
I haven't started.
Get on that. It's okay. It does take time, and I feel like we'll eventually get it done. We'll be in great places one day.
No, everything happens for a reason.
That's true.
My procrastination, it's all for a reason. I don't know the reason, but there's a reason. There's one.
I mean, all right.
So, what are you thinking about writing for your college essay?
I was looking at the prompts. If y'all get onto Common App, y'all, it shows you the prompts, actually.
I haven't seen any.
Well, it's a list on there. It's a couple. And you kind of could just read through them. And if you already have an idea, well, then you could kind of see which one fits best for what you're trying to go for. Mm-hmm. If not, then you could just pick one and start freestyling.
Did you pick one yet?
I'm deciding between two, but I'm not entirely sure yet. However, I do not wish to share my college essay right now.
So nobody goes and steals it.
That, and I'm different,
What are you going to major in?
Most likely, I'm feeling like psychology.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to work with children. So being a pediatrician is still an option. Or I would be a child psychologist. I feel like that's also an area where I can do really well in. I feel like, especially with children, it's harder for them to express how they're feeling sometimes. So I feel like I'm a person that can pick up on the things that they might... on the things that they might not be saying, or just kind of hard for them to express. What about you?
I'm going to major in biology, and then I'm going to go to med school to be a psychiatrist, a clinical same thing. Well, I'm going to be a psychiatrist or a surgeon.
It's crazy. I was just looking at that. I searched up what that is.
Like a psychiatrist?
No, a clinical that.
But it's the same. It's kind of... a psychiatrist deals with mental health, right?
But I was seeing it was more like medication.
Yeah, they give more medication. Yeah. I was actually speaking to someone who was studying psychiatry, and she was telling me, psychiatrists don't really sit one-on-one with patients.
Yeah, but I would love to do that, though.
That's my dilemma. I want to sit one-on-one with a patient and, or anyone and speak to them about how they're feeling. Psychiatrists really just, see what they're feeling, right? They speak to them, and then they give them the prescription. And once they give them the prescription, they kind of just monitor it. So it's they they don't really sit and talk.
Yeah.
It's really different from like a therapist where they sit and have sessions.
So would like, considering that you're not able to have that one-on-one with them, would that mean that you would have to be paired up with their doctors to see what they need?
Well, honestly, I think that the doctor, like, you know how like when you go into your doctor's office and they make you like sign this, like fill out this form, and it's like there's like a depression form, and it's like they test
to
if
see
you have depression or like ADHD or any mental health issue. I think that when they see that and they look over the form, they refer you to a psychiatrist, and then from there the psychiatrist meets with you, speaks to you, and sees like if you do need to go on any medication.
So you do get that one-on-one, but it's not as in depth as you'd want.
Right. It's not like as consistent as it is with, like as if it were with the therapist. But that's why I want to be a surgeon, and if not a surgeon, I kind of want to go into pediatrics. But you mentioned pediatrics. Why don't you major in a science like biochem or something of that sort, and then minor in psychology, so you still have that option of being a pediatrician?
Well, I could do that, but for your senior year, it's kind of the time where you do have to figure out where you want to be, and you have to. They're saying you don't have to know for certain, but you kind of have to have an idea.
Yeah.
For certain. So I have 2 different paths right now. So if I do decide to go to college, well, then I could do that. But the other option is going to the Army, because I would also like to do that.
Cute. I feel like I can't see myself in the Army.
But I feel like when people hear the Army, they think like, oh, war.
That's exactly what I think about.
Okay, but it's really not all that. For anyone who might be thinking about it as well and might be scared for those exact reasons that you think it's war and fighting and using like
guns.
It's really not that. When I went, it was described to me as its own little community kind of thing. So you know where co-op is?
Yeah.
Co-op is its own little community. So within there, they have their doctors, they have their food places, that kind of thing. The Army would kind of be that. So they need people to do their taxes. They need people to feed them. They need people to take care of like their bodies, like do their things. And then even at the station, there's people who take care of like documentation or their paperwork. Like that would also be a field where you're considered as someone who is serving.
So if you're thinking about doing psychology, would you be open to dealing with these adults who have PTSD or who are trying to get through a war or trying to get through anything that they might be doing in the Army? Or do you think that you would be most interested in, I know you brought up to me once, like being an OBGYN for women in the Army?
Both are very good options. See, and that's the kind of thing where I'm saying like it's still, you have an idea, but it's not quite there yet. I feel like that I would still stick with the like psychology aspect, and kind of, I would actually like to speak to people who are in the Army, who are struggling with PTSD and do need a little bit more help. Because, and also that's just an experience that I wouldn't be able to experience, because it's just not my field. But it would be, although it's sad, it would be like, I don't know how to, like, what the word would be like.
What do you mean?
Like, it would make me more open, or like...
Open to what?
Like the things that are going on there. You get what I'm saying? Because we're not there to experience it. So, yeah. And there also comes a big part.
It would make you be more empathetic, kind of.
Yeah. There's also a big part where it's like, very much so like secretive, and kind of keep it, you know, like the doctor-patient kind of
keep
thing.
it low key.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm good with that. I could do that.
Well, aside from college, and you know, like that whole process, since it is like our senior year, to you specifically, like what are you looking forward to this year, or what changes do you do you want to get going throughout the school?
So this year I have what's the word? My goal is to be more involved than I already am, kind of thing. Because I feel like last year, given that a whole year of my high school experience was kind of like taken away, when I came in, I was trying to focus on doing my work and getting everything where it needs to be. I'm also not a very athletic person. I'm just not. I'm not into that at all. But now I feel like I have a little bit more free time. So I kind of want to get into like management.
Sports management?
Yes, which I had brought up to you before.
Right.
We still getting there.
Have you looked into JV? I think that they need a manager.
No, I haven't, but I will. Thank you.
The JV volleyball team. Or basketball.
Yeah, I could do
girls basketball.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, I also have plans to be treasurer this year. I will be in my second year of National Honor Society, so I did run for something last year, didn't get it, but it's okay because we're gonna try again this year.
For student council.
Yeah. And if I get student council, well then maybe that'll help with National Honor Society.
You know, I was actually speaking to Mr. Nunez, which is like the advisor. And I asked him, like, I was speaking to him, I was like, it's really not fair that the seniors from last year got to vote on who was going to be president and who was going, like, on every role. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who was going to be secretary, who's going to be treasurer, when this year they're not here to really, like, be a part of the National Honor Society. And he was like, he's not even the advisor. So I don't know who the advisor is.
Well, I'm confused because that's news to me. I didn't know that either. So we're going to have to figure that out.
Yeah, I think we have to speak to Miss Williams.
Okay. Which is our new principal. Y'all will be hearing from her.
Next what? Episode? Yeah, next episode.
Yeah.
So to Kayla's point about what she said, sports, what else? Student council, NHS. So I play volleyball.
We also have some other things in the works that we're trying to...
other things building up.
Yeah,
we got to keep it under wraps till it gets bigger. Yeah.
Right.
So I play volleyball, varsity. I'm one of 3 team
really
captains.
Good,
oh, okay.
She's really good.
I don't think I'm that good, but...
She's really good, Joe.
I mean, I'm okay. I'm pretty good, I guess. So, yeah, I play volleyball. What else do I do? I'm running for student council president. I was student council treasurer last year. I wanted to be president, but I was like, I'm a junior. I'm going to let president be a senior, you know? Like, I could have ran for it, but I just felt like...
It wasn't your time.
Yeah, it wasn't my time. Like, not really that I wasn't ready for it, but it was more like I was just getting into student council, like, within high school, because I've been, 8th grade representative? But, yeah, I'm running for it this year, so vote for me.
Vote Ashanti for president.
And vote Kayla for treasurer. But, yeah, aside from that, I'm also in NHS, second year, a part of the National Honor Society. What else? I do photography. I actually started photography from the school. Doing it for yearbook since junior year.
So how was that? Like, how did you feel when you picked up the camera?
I mean, I really like photography. I like, you know, like, I'm kind of a perfectionist on the low. So I like having something
Not on
where...
the low.
Okay. I like having something where like I can make sure everything is to my liking and that other people are happy with it. I really like taking pictures, and I like when my pictures come out like perfectly, kind of, or like I said, to my liking. And
You like doing that for other people.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had like a little clone of me when taking pictures, because I know like the little things that I do like and the little things that I don't like. And I just feel like everybody needs that one person that's like willing to take pictures of them, that knows what they're doing. Yeah. So yeah, that's how it's going with photography. Then I started taking pictures for the sports teams, like football, basketball, etc., etc. And people were just like, Ashanti,
is there really somewhere where we could see your work?
I don't have my computer with me, but next episode or another episode,
I might be able to see some.
But yeah, people were just like, Ashanti, start your own business. I previously had a business and it fell through. Like, I just kind of gave up on it, I guess, just because I was so busy with everything going on in school. Mm-hmm. So I was a little iffy about starting my own business with photography, but I had already taken a Photoshop class. I was doing photography throughout the building, so I was just like, okay.
I feel like that's more your forte, though.
Photography?
Yeah. I feel guess. Like, and also before your last business, it was cool. I did like your designs, but it was kind of like a extra thing.
Yeah, it wasn't really
I feel like you can work this into.
Yeah, I feel like my last business, if there wasn't like a lot of passion for it, I really didn't want to do it. I just brought it up like, you know, like COVID during quarantine where everybody started a business. That was the business I started. I had it for like, what, 2 years?
I like that too. Like everybody was kind of like.
Did you start a business during quarantine?
No, not necessarily.
Do you have a business?
I do hair. I still have to edit my page, but I do hair, do braids, things like that. I actually just did some cornrows the other day. But again, that's kind of like a
in the works.
Yeah, thing that's kind of like pushed to the side. But if you need your hair done, I'm here.
Yep. And then if you need pictures after your hair is done, I'm here. So yeah. But yeah, so we talked about college, right? We talked about student council, talked about businesses. Let's get to know ourselves a little deeper than school. What's your favorite food?
Ooh.
I like this question.
I like seafood, but I also like soul food. Like,
why we got so quiet?
Because food, bro, it just make you want to
vibe with it. Yeah, okay.
I like everything made on Thanksgiving Day. Yams, mac and cheese, fried chicken.
You've had pernil?
Oh my God, yes. That's what I got. That's what I get when I go to my bestie's house. My bestie is Puerto Rican. Shout out to my bestie.
Pernil with some lime, some rice. Yeah. I'm hungry.
That does sound really good. But
what's your favorite, like, fast food, or like your favorite like restaurant? Like fast food, like, you know what I mean, like McDonald's, Chipotle.
I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger, I loved McDonald's so much to the point where I would choose it over food like Wendy's, and I would never do that now. I really haven't had McDonald's in so long. The only reason why I would have it now is because they brought them spicy nuggets back.
Listen, okay, so yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. Before we go back, let's do a little detour really quick.
Okay.
So yesterday, right? I went to Wendy's. It was $25 for 4 people. You know how much it would have been for 4 people at McDonald's? $40. $40. You got $40 to pay for some McDonald's? I could pay that at Chipotle.
That's like 2 bowls.
That's 4 bowls.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, 2 bowls is $20. Depending on like what meat you get, what size you get, like.
Right.
If you get, but like basic, it's like $4 for 4 people at Chipotle. I would rather spend that at Chipotle than spend it at McDonald's.
Yeah, that's crazy. But Wendy's, you know how usually your go-to is like, oh, let me grab something, I'm going to Wendy's.
Yeah, when I say let me grab something, I'm gonna go to Chipotle.
Okay. That's all right.
100%.
That's something quick for you?
No, but it's something I'll enjoy.
Period.
Like, I really like to sit down and enjoy my food. I feel like with Wendy's, it's more like, you don't find anything else, so you just go get Wendy's.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe you're not getting the right stuff, girl.
What do you get? Because I just got a bacon cheeseburger.
See, it depends on how I'm feeling that day. Like, sometimes I'm feeling like a burger, so I'll get the little junior bacon cheeseburger in a.
But I feel like that's all Wendy's had.
They got other stuff. Their chicken sandwich is good too.
I've never had it.
See,
I think I'm gonna go get a chicken sandwich now.
you should. Let's go right now.
Yeah. Okay. So,
all right, we'll be back, y'all.
and we're back. So that Wendy's, I don't know. I didn't really end up getting the chicken sandwich. I got a bacon cheeseburger. I don't know.
It was busting, right?
It was mad good.
It was busting. I'm trying to show you.
But the bacon cheeseburger, not the chicken sandwich. I'm more of a basic girl, like I get a vanilla bean frap at Starbucks.
End of the story. Wendy's bust. Wendy's bust. Basically.
Not like Chipotle. But anyways, oops, sorry. Oopsies.
That was an accident. Anyways, thank you.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel.
I hope y'all enjoyed our first episode.
First podcast ever.
Oh my gosh. We're
so cool.
We're making history here.
But yeah, so we'll see you next episode and we'll be back with the spooky theme. Tune in to find out what it is. Yep. And we'll be back with a special guest. See you then.